What's up? Good morning, good people. How you doing? Welcome to Stock Up with Larry Jones. It's Sunday, and the sun is something we haven't seen in seems like 2 weeks here in the Midwest. So let me take these off. Listen, they want all of your money, your stocks, and your jobs. They want your stocks, your jobs, and your money. How much ever do they want? They want all of it. And these are facts. I want you to really, truly listen to this video to the end. I'm going to keep it short. And then at the end of this video, I want everybody, whether you have crypto or not, to absolutely watch the video that's going to come in this box, because you're going to see some things about the stock market also, not just crypto. Okay, so I implore you all to watch it. They want all your stocks. They want all your jobs. And they want all of your money. And so here's, let's start with the jobs. The Fed job right now is to cause unemployment. That's the reaction of interest rate hikes, right? And prices go up and it gets out of control, and it's not that he's just a Grinch and he wants everybody broke. No, that's his job right now, to cause unemployment to rise. That's going to get a handle on inflation, right? Because demand, products go high. If he kills the demand, the pricing has to come down. And these are just facts. They want all of your stock, good people. That is ongoing, and that is by design. I will tell you that every time an equity is bought, or a crypto, it's another one is sold. It doesn't just come out of the ether. So for every stock bought, there's a stock sold. For every crypto bought, there's a crypto sold. And it's simply supply and demand. And we always hear about the 1%, the elites, the multi-billionaires. Then there's the 5%. That control over half of the wealth here in the States. And I know for those of you around the world, it's the same deal. And either they have the wealth, the money, the stocks, the equity, the power, or we do. I always quote the good book, so my inspiration is going to be kind of intertwined into my message today. On Sundays, I do inspirational. And so in the good book, there is a scripture that says the wealth of the wicked is stored up for the just. It has to be shifted, right? They know this, and so they control it, right? He who has the gold makes the rules, right? And so we have to understand this. As a matter of fact, in the stock market, they literally set things up by design to take your stock, to take your equity, right? And then to your face, they call you dumb money. For those of you that never heard that term, Google it. And it is about you and I, the retail investor, right? And so they literally set things up with dark pools. They can trade where you can't see it. They can create, they can take one stock and make it 10, that type of stuff. And for those of you that say, hey, then why would I be in it? It's all manipulative. No, that's not the right thing to do. The right thing for you to do is to be smart and make money also. Follow big money, all right? Now, that's not the entire stock market. You still can buy great companies and make great money, long-term investing, right? But they want your jobs right now. The Fed is working on that. The stock market always wanted your stocks, because when stock rise up and we buy, right? And then things tank all year like they have this year, and then you sell at the bottom, who do you think is going to buy it? The institutions, the big money, the whales. As a matter of fact, when you finally tap out and equities can't go any lower, that marks the end of the recession. And I'm talking about the deep recession. Remember that. And so we're not going to fall for the okie doke this time, right? And of course, your money is tied up with your stocks, and they want all of your money. You know how they get your money? They advertise, they flood you. You got to have this, you got to have that, you got to have this, you got to have that. And then we go and we purchase it. You know, some of you guys, I know some of you guys are young. Some of you guys got a 2-bedroom apartment and you got 4 flat screen TVs. And that's all they do is pump, pump, pump. And that's all we do is consume, consume, consume. And all of that has to change. When you wake up and realize they want your jobs, they want your stocks, and they want your money. When you wake up and you realize this is how this thing works, then you become smarter and you create your own jobs. You keep your job and you create a side hustle where you're the boss and you have your own job, right? When it comes to money, pull back on your spending, especially since you know a deep recession is coming. And just don't buy the stuff that is not necessary, okay? And as far as your stocks, just do the same thing that they do. Buy when it's low and sell when it's high. I can guarantee you, everybody I'm talking to, including myself, I know I'm preaching to the choir. Some of us bought a lot. I can guarantee you just about all of us have bought some stock or some crypto earlier this year or last year, and it's down 40%, 30%, and we ain't touching it right now. Though we know it may not be the bottom, but we're not going to touch it right now. But we were touching it when it was running hot. And because all of us suffer from FOMO, that's an infectious disease. But we're not going to fall for the okie doke no more. Then I want to tell you this in closing. Remember this. This is a phrase that I formed. The mind has a heart. Remember that. The mind has a heart. In the good book again, there's a scripture, and this is my inspirational. It says, as a man or a woman, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And so, if you think you're going to struggle with bills all your life, then so you will. If you think you're going to be poor all your life, then you will. If you think you're going to struggle and have hard times all your life, then you will. I'm challenging you to speak life over your finances, your stocks, your family, everything around you, whether you're spiritual or not. Just speak life. Just say, first of all, reverse engineer it. Just say, hey, I'm going to stop spending on this. I'm going to stop wasting money. I'm going to create a side hustle, but also say, I will not have debt. I will pay my house off. I will have enough money to retire years ahead of retirement age, and I will be wealthy. Start speaking life. I will create generational wealth. Enough for me, my children, and my children's children. All you have to do is put in the work. Now, just remember, faith without works is dead. So this is not one of those holy band-aids, blab it and grab it. No, this takes work. And that's why we here at Stock Up are doing the work together as a community. We won't fall for the okie doke. When the opportunity comes to purchase great companies at discounted prices, you and I are going to have the guts to do it. And just think, when it's falling the worst and it's a fire sale, just think about what I always say. The building is on fire, and while everybody else is fleeing, we're going to run towards the building and catch the fallen baby. That's what we're going to do. But it's going to be on good companies. It's not going to be on speculative companies. That's not the time. We will be back into those speculative plays in the next bull run when things are just going higher and higher and higher. But you got to understand, you have to reverse your trading patterns in a bear market. You got to do the opposite of what you were doing in a bull market. These are the facts for those of us that's been in the market for a while. And so just remember, they want your stocks, they want your money, they want you broke, they want you jobless. It is by design because it's a shift. Remember, no new wealth is created, no new earth is created. You can't create new land, all right? But you can purchase it, all right? So just remember this. As a man or woman thinketh in his heart, that's why I say the mind has a heart, so is he. So what are you? Are you wealthy? Are you healthy? Are you happy? Are your grandchildren going to get some of your money? Are you going to create wealth for you, your children, and your children's children? The answer is yes. That's why you're here. That's why we the family. All right. I love you guys. Happy Sunday. Happy weekend. Remember, we only got 2 more weeks left of this year, and that's it. So do the things now that you need to do. Myself, I gotta buy a vehicle, because this is the last year for a 100% tax write-off for a vehicle that weighs over 6,000 pounds. Next year, it's falling to 85%. So on my Sundays, you're going to see me in a new vehicle, because either I spend that money or I give that money to the government. Which one would you do? All right. Say, hey, I love you guys. We're going to continue to learn together. And listen, I beg everyone to watch the video in this box. We do know about the links below. Remember, time is running out. I got 2 links below. Download them both, deposit 100 in both, and you'll probably wind up with about 30. You'll wind up with about, for $200, if you download them both, you'll wind up with about 20 free stock, right? So watch this video in the box, everybody, and especially towards the middle and end, because there's a lot to learn. All right, live, love, laugh, and learn.